In front of me, I have my MacBook Air 2022, which comes with Apple M2 Silicon. I've been using it from last 15 days, and in this video, I'm going to talk about how my experience has been over these last 15 days. And if you're hearing about this MacBook for the first time, let's talk about its specs quickly. The one I have in front of me is the base model, which comes at a price of 1200 US dollars or 1,19,900 rupees in India. It comes with 256 gigabytes of solid state drive and 8 gigabytes of RAM, and these can be upgraded at the time of purchase. The SSD is upgradable to up to 2 terabytes of storage, and the RAM can be upgraded to 24 gigabytes of unified memory. The base model comes with 8-core CPU and 8-core GPU, but when you upgrade it, you have the option of getting up to 10-core GPUs. And if you max out the specs on this MacBook Air, the price goes up to $2,400, which is a very high price. And in fact, you can get 14-inch MacBook Pro at a very less price as compared to that. And that machine is literally a beast. However, there is a little bit size difference in MacBook Pro M1. It is actually bigger and bulkier, but only slightly. And in fact, if you're putting both of these MacBooks in backpacks, you won't feel the notice until you have them in front of each other. So if you are paying more money, then MacBook Pro M1 is a better option. Anyway, coming back to this MacBook Air, the first thing that you're gonna love about this is the aesthetics. I absolutely love how this MacBook looks and feels to use. I've used a MacBook Air from the Intel processors generations, but this one is way better in design. And physically, I don't think there is anything that you're gonna dislike about this. It looks more of a mini version of the 14-inch MacBook Pro, and it fits roughly as the same size as a 12.9 inches iPad Pro. That size with these kind of capabilities is just amazing. I think Apple has done a fantastic job redesigning the Air with MacBook Air M2. Now let's talk about the performance. There are different people running a lot of heavy benchmark tests on this machine. Those benchmarks use all the power that this MacBook Air has, and they really take it to the maximum peak. But are all those real world scenarios? I use this machine for day-to-day work, which includes HD and 4K videos editing. In last 15 days, I have compiled about 10 to 12 videos, and literally this MacBook has impressed me with the performance that it has to offer. The CPU never even came closer to the throttling point. Another thing which a lot of people have been talking about is that this comes with a single chip of 256 GB for SSD as compared to M1 Air, which comes with 2 chips of 128 GB storage. And people have been talking about that this thing makes M1 Air faster than this machine. However, I should mention that I have not noticed any lags because of this kind of design. And actually there's literally nothing to worry about it. Unless you're the kind of user who does input-output extensive tasks which involve a lot of SSD reading and writing. So for majority of people, this thing is not going to be an issue. Having said that, I don't think I'm the right person to comment technically on how the SSD performs. And if you're a technical person yourself, do let me know in the comments below whether this thing is going to make a difference or not. Talking about the keyboard now, I really like the fact that the keyboard size has been increased a little bit. Now you get full-size escape and function keys. And even the fingerprint sensor is bigger. Apple has always given a good experience in keyboards, and I think this is even better than what Apple has given before. And even if you are new to Apple, you'll find it very easy to get used to. Now talking about the uniform body versus the wedge-shaped design which used to come until the MacBook Air M1. Looking at how thin this laptop is, I don't think I have had any issues using this because of its uniform design. The edges, however, are not wedge-shaped, but still it is very easy for your palms to rest on. And let me assure you, this is really comfortable to type on. One important point, which might be a negative one for many people, that this MacBook comes with Thunderbolt 3 ports, which means it can support only one display at a time, and that too up to 6K resolution. Working with external monitors has become a norm in these days of working from home, and there are many people who would want to use at least 2 external monitors. So in that case, this is not going to be useful, because it can support just one external display. Surely it is not a Pro, but it should at least support 2 external monitors. I mean, even most of the Windows laptops today support multiple external monitors. Now let's talk about the display. So this MacBook Air comes with an updated display. It has a notch design which makes room for a bigger screen size, making it 13.6 inches as compared to 13.3 inches from the previous MacBook Air models. It also comes with True Tone technology and offers extra brightness, which makes it easier to see in the outside lighting conditions. The camera also has been upgraded. I don't use much of the camera of the MacBook Air, but since now it's upgraded to a full HD camera, it's definitely gonna be a welcome step for most of the users who use MacBook Air for their regular Teams or Zoom calls. I must say that Apple has been a little late in introducing a full HD camera. They should have done this much earlier. Talking about speakers, so they are just okay. Apple has taken out the speakers from the sidebars and actually put them inside the area which comes between the screen and the main body. I think they are a little better than the M1, but they are just okay. Talking about the battery life, so it is upgraded too. It's really good that now with 18 hours of battery life, you won't have to worry about charging your MacBook for your day-to-day tasks. Alright, in the end, do I really recommend this? So if you're looking for the cheapest MacBook Air which can handle the day-to-day tasks very easily, including web browsing, watching videos, doing your Word document, etc., then this is the MacBook for you. And I would say even if you're a YouTuber or content creator and you create only HD and 4K videos, it'll handle all those tasks like a breeze. And you won't have any problems with this MacBook Air. For content creators who are travelers also, I would recommend either going for a 512GB model or getting some extra storage devices while you move. The M1 MacBook Air is still out there and it is available at a much cheaper price. So if budget is your constraint, you should definitely consider M1 MacBook Air. The main difference between M1 and M2 is MagSafe, media encoder in the chip, and screen size. If any of these matters to you, you should go to M2. Otherwise, M1 is going to be quite sufficient for your day-to-day tasks. But especially if you are a content creator, you should definitely consider MacBook Air M2. And if you are already owning a MacBook M1 Air, then you should not upgrade to M2 MacBook Air because it doesn't make much of a difference. And if you're looking for very heavy workloads, then you should definitely consider M1 MacBook Pro 14-inch, which comes with a much better specs than this one. Overall, this is an awesome laptop. I'm having a great time using it, and it is going to be my regular day-to-day machine for my content creation tasks. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer. If you like the video, do give it a thumbs up and do consider subscribing for more such videos to come. See you in my next video. Till then, goodbye. Take care.